Hi, Bob Harrison, Dr. Increase here, and I want to share a story with you that could impact your financial future. Have you ever heard somebody say, I can't afford it, or I don't have the money? Those are two phrases that you will not find in the vocabulary of an increased thinker. Because an increased thinker realizes it doesn't matter what something costs, they can afford it if the terms are right. For goodness sakes, I moved into a beautiful house one time for $1 down and nothing a month. It didn't matter what the house cost, the terms were good. I had somebody say to me, I have a $250,000 car. Could you take care of it for me? And I drove his car free. So what did it cost me to have a $250,000 car? Nothing. So it doesn't matter what something costs. It's the terms that are really important. I want to tell you the story about a Porsche Boxster. A beautiful car that I drove for so many years. I got so much enjoyment out of it. Put the top down, put on the Beach Boys, and man, I was young all over again. I remember the first time I saw this car. It was at the St. Louis Auto Auction, and a friend of ours had offered to let us come up there to buy a used Mercedes. We were looking for a 1 or 2 year old Mercedes with factory warranty under 20,000 miles to get. And while I'm going through the lot trying to find the Mercedes, I lost Sharon. Where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? Sharon, where'd she go? We can't find her. It was a cold day. It was in the high 30s. And she'd found a car and turned on the heater, and she was warming up. But it wasn't a Mercedes. In the midst of 300 Mercedes, there was one Porsche. And that was the car she was sitting in. Now, why would she sit in that and not in a Mercedes? I don't know. Except when I came up there to her, I said, what are you doing? She said, this is a nice car. I think we should buy it. Now, I had no intentions of buying a Porsche. I didn't even know there was going to be one there. But see, an increased thinker is always open for opportunities. They're always open for that interruption that could result in a deal, result in a connection, result in being able to be a blessing to somebody. So I pondered and I said, what? A Porsche convertible? What do I need this for? And then I heard this voice say, you could use a midlife boost. So I said to her, okay, Sharon, I'll bid on the car, and if I can get it for around wholesale, I'm going to buy that car. Well, the car went through the auction. The bidding was slow. I bid fairly low on it, and only one other person I think was bidding on it, and I ended up buying the car for $6,000 under wholesale value. Let me say that again. $6,000 under its wholesale value. Let me interpret that for you. That meant that I was able to drive a Porsche convertible. I could drive it for 2 years, probably 3 years, and sell it for more than I paid for it. So what was my cost of driving a Porsche? Nothing if I would have decided to sell it. I literally could have driven that car free for 3 years. See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't let the blockade, I can't afford it, I don't have the money, keep you from a deal, keep you from an investment, keep you from an opportunity that can take you to another level. Because see, if the terms are right, then that could be a blessing. If the terms are right, it doesn't matter what it cost. Oh, by the way, there's more to the story. Why did I get the car for so little money? Number one, it was location. Where is the best place to buy a Porsche convertible? You might say California. Florida? No, the Midwest, because they're in demand in the West Coast and the East Coast, but they're not in demand that much in the Midwest. So I had the car at a place where there was not a great demand for it. Second of all, timing. It was the end of October. It was in the 30 degrees. It was supposed to snow the next day. Nobody was bidding on a convertible going into winter. And because I wasn't moved by location or timing, I was able to get a dream car and drive that car for 3 years. And so I just encourage you today, break the old thinking. Don't think you can't have it. Don't think you can't do it. Your increase is waiting for you. And I can't wait to hear about it or see a picture of it because I believe it's coming. God bless you and go for that increase.